I'm Bonnie Megowan, and I'm about to look at 2 pairs of shears that were sent to me for certification by the International Scissor Sharpeners Association. And it's totally subjective. I actually know who sent these to me. And I'm going to be looking at them, cutting with them, looking for basic ability to sharpen. This organization, now we've got several hundred, I'm not sure the number now, from all over the world, different countries, but most of them are coming from the United States. And what we're looking at to see if they can convex a convex edge shear, bevel a bevel edge shear, and if they cut, and first I cut wet tissue that tells me if all the nicks and burrs are gone, and then I cut some hair, see if they're really sharp, and see if they're pushing the hair and cut the hair. So let's take a look at them. So first there's a written test. And I'm assuming this is all correct because this, believe it or not, is the mother, I think it was, of someone that we just did the certification on. And so, and their answers were all correct. But let me make sure. And if you want to know what the correct answers are, I have some other videos where I actually go through all these answers, and they're not anything special that only I teach. They're just some common sense that any shear sharpener would know, regardless of who trained them, if they're a professional sharpener. So this number is 312942. And I'm looking first to see if it's truly convex, and this one's a bevel to see if it's beveled. And this one is beveled, and they didn't try to do the rod line, which is the correct way to do this shear. This one, I'm looking that you know just to do the simplest. Don't overdo one of these inexpensive shears. So this one has been beveled and the serrations left alone. So that looks good. This one comes to you semi-convex, and I'm looking to see if you can reconvex it, take the nicks out, and work the rod line. There's definitely a rod line all the way here. Rod line all the way there. Little concerned because the tip's wiped out. See, the tip's a little bit wiped out. There's a little bit of rod line coming up the back there. And some of these things could be just from, I mean, each shear is hand finished and handmade. There's some attempt to convex these. So this could have been convexed a little bit better. This still looks kind of bevelly. So I have hair here, and I have tissue. Let's see if it cuts dry. Thumb out, cuts dry. Thumb out, cuts dry. So now I'm going to wet it. Wet catches things, dry doesn't catch. Slow. Does not cut wet tissue. Oh, that time it did. Well, that time it cut. So one time it didn't, one time it did. The other times it did. This doesn't cut wet tissue, but it's okay. A beveled edge doesn't cut wet. Let's see how they cut hair. It's going to be a hard one to judge, looks like. So I'm going to get a scrap of hair out of here. let's zoom in. Thumb out. Looks like it cuts hair pretty good without any pushing. Okay, that one cuts good. Now I'm going to check and see how sharp these are. And what I'm doing is I'm pulling them down here, and that does slide through it. Look at that. So my decision is I'm going to pass these. I've seen better. There's been some attempt to convex them. I don't know. I'm still feeling nick in here. All the nicks aren't gone. There's still a nick right here, and they don't have a really good convex look to them. The ride line, I've seen better with it. But they're convexy enough. That means that they have that clamshell shape. I'm going to say they're convexy enough. They both cut. They cut wet tissue, they cut dry tissue. This was sharp. It slid through the hair, it cut the hair without pushing. So I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass these. I think they could probably improve on them, but this person, number 312942, you are certified with the International Scissor Sharpeners Association. And our membership and certification are for a lifetime. So congratulations. You can now have access to the area on our website for the ISSA and order some of our ISSA paraphernalia, t-shirts, hats, even fanny packs. So congratulations. You did well. You passed. I'm not happy with the tips. This one here, the tip is sort of scratchy. I keep thinking I see something going on with that tip, but it didn't pull hair, so that was the bottom line on it. Didn't pull on the tissue. So congratulations. Yeah, it cuts good, so you passed. If you'd like to try out and see if your sharpening would certify, as you see, I let you look at what I'm looking at, and I tell you what I'm looking for, and it's basic sharpening. And this person should be able to keep their customers happy and create edges on shears that'll make hairstylists and dog groomers happy.